It's been 7 months since 4-year-old Dori Scott drowned during a swim lesson in Georgia. Last week, the instructor, identified as Lexie Tenhuisen, faces criminal charges. Police in Georgia initially declined to charge the instructor last summer. According to a press release, there was a lack of evidence. Today, I spoke with Izzy's mother, Dori Scott. She says she's still unsure about exactly what happened to her baby.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Visible Truth Media. I am your host, 30 God. This right here is a story about a little boy, 4 years old, Dori Scott, known as Izzy. He drowned during a swimming instruction in June of 2022. Charges weren't filed against the instructor. And we're going to jump into it and kind of tell you why, and pretty much now let you know that charges now have been filed for, I believe, voluntary manslaughter. We're going to jump straight into this story. It's a sad, sad situation, especially if you have kids of your own, and I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. It keeps you up to date on when we upload new videos. I really appreciate you. So we have a Georgia swim instructor charged in the drowning death of a 4-year-old boy. Lexie Tenhuisen was charged with involuntary manslaughter after the 4-year-old boy Dori Scott drowned while attending her swimming lesson in a backyard pool. Augusta Judicial Circuit District Attorney Jared Williams announced in a December 30th press release that he instructed the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to issue an arrest warrant for Lexie Tenhuisen on a misdemeanor charge of involuntary manslaughter. Now, should the charge be murder is my question, or something around those lines. Like involuntary manslaughter, you're not really gonna get no time for this, and you are responsible, in my opinion, once everything comes out. We're talking about a child who has passed on, who has died, like an actual child. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody's child is now gone, and she sent him here to learn to swim and be prepared for what the world has to offer. His mom doing everything to make sure her child is involved in activities, experiencing life, learning, only to find out that he is not coming home. The decision to charge the instructor comes months after a long investigation and legal analysis. Israel was one of the 10 children attending the lessons being provided by Tenhuisen that day at a home. According to a police report obtained by People, she told police that she allowed the kids to take a lap across the pool in the shallow end, even encouraging them to put their heads under the water as much as they could, the document states. Israel somehow ended up in the deep end just as the lesson was coming to a close, the police said in a report. Tenhuisen and the other students had already gotten out of the pool by that point. She told police she didn't take notice that the boy was missing until her granddaughter, who was about to pull out the pool vacuumed, noticed his limp body at the bottom of the pool. Tenhuisen immediately then jumped into the pool and pulled the boy out. Along with the parent, who also happened to be a registered nurse, administrated CPR on the unconscious boy. Police said the parent was there waiting for her child's lessons to begin. Deputies and EMS workers soon arrived at the scene and continued CPR until they established a pulse. But the boy wasn't breathing on his own, authorities said. Israel was taken by an ambulance to a local hospital where he later died. The boy's mom, Dori Scott, was waiting outside in her vehicle when she was notified about what had happened. According to the police, Tenhuisen did not allow parents in the swimming pool area during lessons. During the investigation, Tenhuisen told police she didn't know how the boy drowned, according to the report. Tenhuisen claimed that the only thing she can think of in her mind is that while the kids were swimming, he got a little too close to the drop-off, but she doesn't remember because there was a lot of splashing, and she was watching them across, the document states. At the time, the Burke County Sheriff's Office stated that the drowning was an accident and the boy did not die as a result of a criminal offense. But after consulting with Israel's family and the Burke County Solicitor General's office, DA Williams said he believes there needs to be accountability under the law. How could the law be so insufficient, placing no safeguards over the very people who are entrusted as lifeguards over our children, he said in a press release. Israel's dad, Walter Scott, applauded the DA's decision in a statement. Anytime you leave the child under the care of someone else and you do not get that child back the same way you sent them off, that person ultimately should be responsible to whatever extent it may be, he said. In an effort to turn their tragedy into something positive, the Scott family has established a foundation in Israel's name. Our goal is to help raise awareness and change laws that will protect children against instructor-led drownings and more, reads a GoFundMe launched by Naomi Jones. We are determined that our sweet Izzy's death will not be in vain. Tenhuisen, who lives in North Carolina, was expected to return to Georgia to face the charge. It is not immediately clear if she has retained an attorney who could speak on her behalf. Boy, oh boy. So she was charged December 31st, 2022. So she was just charged. So we are going to keep you updated on this case. This is still a fresh case. You know, how would you feel if you took your child somewhere and they didn't come back the same way that you sent them off? Like, what would you do? I can tell you what I would do, and I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what I would do. But you touch my child, you're not going to make it to get charged, especially if that much time went past. It took them, June 14th, 2022? So that's, 6 months or something like that. It took them 6 months to charge this woman. So she was out still living her life. And you let a child die on your watch. Not in my world. I don't think that the issue is that there was a charge filed. I think that the issue is what the charge is. Involuntary manslaughter. Let's look this up together. So involuntary manslaughter. In the state of Georgia, a person who is convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the commission of an unlawful act other than a felony will be punished by a prison term for no less than 1 year and no more than 10 years. So she's looking at between 1 to 10 years. That's if she gets convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Y'all know how these cases work out. When you get charged, they're going to have pleas, they're going to have agreements and, other stuff coming down towards the end of the case. So we're going to stick to it, but how much time do you guys think she should get? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Let me know. I think she should get more than 10 years. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. But, it's cool to see that a charge has been brought. I'm not happy about the charge. I can imagine the parents aren't. I'm going to put the parents' information in the description below. They have a GoFundMe for their child. They have a foundation. So if you guys feel, it's not that many of us. I think it's like 320 subscribers now. So, go ahead and check it out and donate to them, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Oh, you're still here? Well, since you're still here, I want to give you guys a special thanks for supporting the channel and to let you know that we appreciate you, because without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. I also want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell because it really helps us stay within the algorithm for YouTube. And don't forget to check out our Instagram page. Our Instagram page is used for when story updates come and we don't have to make a long video about it. You can just stay up to date on certain stories. From there, you can stay up to date on what we do and news that we cover and posts that we make. If you like the hoodies that I'm wearing, you can go to our website and purchase them. We got all sizes, up to 3XL, and we got plenty of colors for females and males. If you have a story that you want us to cover, go ahead and email us at visibletruthmedia@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram and we'll jump right on it. It's time to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. Peace.